Y'all. Oh my God. I'm gonna give it just a few moments. I love you. Thank you.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
I love you. What is you doing? Okay. We getting ready to have this. Y'all, my mouth is on the flow. We're gonna talk all the way to the house. Y'all, I am tripping at these poll numbers. Listen, I'm like the Republicans. I demand a recount. I refuse to believe that 86% of y'all said the count don't matter. The count don't listen. I don't know how you ping nobody into this. What up, Jay? I don't know. I just knew the majority was gonna say, yeah, the body, yeah, it matter. I thought all bodies matter. Listen, I thought sex bodies matter. Y'all telling me, we gotta have this conversation. Y'all telling me the body count don't matter? Cousin, I don't know how y'all add somebody into this. Once I start, I probably want to do a whole bunch of recapping. I don't plan on this being long, but I had to talk to y'all. I don't know if my Facebook audience is ready for this conversation. Maybe they are, maybe they're not, but I wanted to bring this to y'all first because I saw this question posted on another page and they did not give the results, but I read the comments on this post and I was like, these people that's commenting know the body count don't matter. That's what you mean it don't matter. So I asked y'all, and we're gonna go over these numbers in 60 seconds, just in case you didn't see it. If you didn't see the story or for some reason you weren't able to view my story, this is what the post is about. I asked Instagram stories, just people who are, I don't have a lot of people on my page. What's up, y'all? I don't have a lot of, my numbers on Instagram are lower than my Facebook page, but it's one church, two different locations. So my Facebook page, I don't know if I can really, I don't know if they're kind of ready for this talk, but I'm hitting y'all with it. But I asked Instagram, those of you who are married and single, for the singles, does the body count of somebody who you are dating, does it matter? How many people they've been sexually active with, does it matter? And for the married people, did the body count, the number of persons that they have slept with, does that matter to you? As of now, 86% of y'all said that it don't matter, and I'm trying to figure out why. Why don't it? What is y'all on? It don't matter. So Brittany and I had this dialogue, and I recorded her in my conversation. I recorded her response. I gotta figure out how to edit because some of the stuff she said is just too raw for the gram. I don't know. I gotta figure out how to put a censor over some. It was raw. But I'm gonna post her answer tonight when I get to the house. When I get home, I'm gonna post the video of her and I think people are just kidding. I think so too, Joy. Okay, so let's go. Very good comment. So the next, I asked two questions. The data from the first question I asked, single, married, does the body count matter if you're married of the person who you are married to? 86% said no. Singles as well. If you are dating somebody, do you want to know the body? And 86% of y'all said no. So this is the reason why I'm gonna say it does matter. Now I got a brother, God bless his heart. We had this dialogue years ago, and he was like, I don't want to know. I I feel what y'all saying. I hear what y'all are on. I don't want to know, because I don't want to know who I got to compete with. I don't want to know size, length, girth, stamina, how long you was with him. I don't want to know his perspective. And I don't know, that's why I'm doing a video on it, because I really want to know and talk out my position and kind of hear y'all's, watch y'all's comments to see, like, maybe I worded it wrong. That's why I asked 2 questions. So my brother, he lives out of state, so I'm be trying to figure out which one of the bros from the camp it is, because he don't live in Tulsa. He said he did not want to know because he could not handle the information. It was too much damage to his ego. If she was with a dude, if he had a Home Depot car and he was laying the wood, okay? If he had that hammer, he didn't want to know if back was getting blown out, because he didn't want the pressure of having to compete and come behind. Well, you already coming behind. Whether you're doing it better or you're doing it worse, you still coming behind somebody else. Now listen, all of these tricks and flips, I'm about to give you my point. All of the acts and all of the rousing, the dowels, and all of the behind your head and all these positions that a lot of people who are dating, that are looking for, and those of you who are married, if you weren't a virgin, all that stuff you enjoying in your sexuality with the person that you with, whether you're married, single, shack, whatever, make no difference to me. Somebody taught them. They didn't learn it on their own. Somebody instructed them. Unless they was the teacher. We got some teachers, some just natural born teachers out here, but they learned it from somewhere. What am I saying? That everybody has been somewhere, and I'm trying to figure out why y'all don't want to know where you been. Now listen, here we go. I understand. What's up? I understand, like, if you casually dating, and that's why I posed the next question. So first question, just does the body count matter? Do you want to know? 86% of y'all said no. Now I understand if you like out here, you kicking it, you clapping cheeks, you out here, you getting your groove on, you youthful lust. If we gonna Bible for we gonna Bible, huh? You out here living your best life. Now we call that living your best life. They used to call that being fast. Living your best life is translated as you out here being fast. Somebody said that they was gonna have a hot girl summer. So I said, yo, you about to have a hot girl summer? So she said, well, no, it's gonna be mild. So you just need to say you just gonna have girl summer. But what I'm saying is why y'all don't want to know. Y'all still, will y'all please tell me in the clap at you, just cheeks just why do y'all not want to, so if you are dating out here nonchalant, you're not looking for nothing committed, you're not trying to put a ring on nothing, you're not trying to get tied down, you're not singing that jagged edge, let's get married, you just out here doing you. I get why you might not want to know. Now you got STDs, you got all that other stuff, Godspeed to you, to each his own. But if you just out here doing your thing and you in a season where, you got out of a bad relationship, maybe you came out of a divorce and you out here, trying to catch up on what you done lost, I can understand why you might not want to know, because it doesn't matter. But for those of y'all who voted, who y'all talking about you trying to get married, if you single, talking about you want to get married, why don't you want to know where that joker been? So look, you got, this is my perspective on it. I want to know. And when Brittany and I first got married, now listen, just for those of y'all who are looking for a committed relationship, you're single and you're trying to get married, those of you who are married, you said you didn't want to know, did credit matter? Huh? Credit history? Is credit not important when you're getting ready to blend your life together with another person, hopefully for the rest of your life? Does credit matter? Does mental trauma, physical abuse, a history of emotional abuse, does that matter? Does the medicine that person has in the medicine is that not none of my business? If I'm considering whether or not I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with you, do not any of these other things matter? As the young people say, I'm just saying, why doesn't where you've been in your sexuality, why does that not matter? If I'm going to be the one that's assigned to meeting your needs, don't you think I need to know what that depth is? Don't I need to know where you've been, not just your sexuality, but in every other area? Now, if we just kicking it, we just having a good time, if you a one night stand, if you a jump off, if you for the streets, I get it. You don't want to know. But if I'm trying to determine whether or not we are compatible with building a life together, I need to know what your history is. Your mental history, your emotional history. I need to know. I want to know who you dated and why y'all didn't work out. Was it you or was it them? Do you have a history of cheating? Because if you're a honeymoon lover, you say the body count don't matter. If you out here and you have a deep capacity for multiple partners, and that's none of my business, and I marry you, and I don't know that, and I'm trying to figure out why I'm hitting home runs. I'm Babe Ruth in the bedroom, but I'm not ringing your bell. Brittany mentioned that earlier. If I'm Babe Ruth and I know I'm, well, I wish I could be vulgar on here. And I want to give it to you plain talk. That's how y'all understand it. If I'm doing my thug thizzle, if I'm making sweet love, if she's making sweet love to me, and you not scratching my itch because I got an appetite for Baskin Robbins 31 flavors, don't I need to know that before I say I do to you? Why y'all saying it don't matter? Why? I'm gonna read y'all comments when I part. I'm trying to be safe, but I want to, y'all. I thought I knew y'all. I don't know y'all. I don't know you no more. I don't know y'all no more. I thought I knew y'all. Strangers on my Insta. I just knew y'all was gonna be like, yeah. Okay, so Brittany said this earlier, and I'm stealing her points, but they're so good. I'm gonna post her video when I get home. Brittany said, dang, what did Brittany say? Brittany said if that person is used to a particular level of sexuality, and you not meeting that, that's grounds for divorce. I know people out here right now that are married to somebody who can't hit that, can't get that spot. Woman of God, man of God, they can't. It reaches. They can't. It's trouble in the home. And I think that had we had the conversation of not lying, we'd be out here lying. I mean, lying, faking the funk. I preached tonight about I mentioned faking the funk with the nasty dunk. Y'all call it cap. But when I was coming up, it was you selling wolf tickets. You out here, you faking a fraud. You politicking. But y'all call it is cap now. And I'm trying to figure out, when we get in these relationships and we really want to have a shot with, it being long term. Oh, this is what Brittany said. Why are we not okay with being transparent and honest about where we've been? Am I hollering? I'm hollering because I'm shocked. I'm on one. I'm wired. I'm shocked. I'm baffled. I'm tripping right now. I didn't know that this many people don't want to know. I'm like Joe. Brittany and I didn't really have a whole lot of bodies on my. I didn't have the first 48, on my belt. But I don't think that we had the conversation before we got married. But I jammed show. We had the conversation early on, and I had my feelings about it because I was a little young. I didn't. We was young and dumb. Ego was a little out here on sensitive. But we went through every, she'll tell you. That's why I recorded her response earlier, because what's up, Mel? 86% of y'all said you don't care. I'm trying to figure out why. Brittany and I asked her every partner. I want to know his name. I want to know the duration, how long y'all dated. Why'd you break up? What kind of I can't be vulgar because I got ear. But what kind of sessions was it? Length, size, girth. We need to know, because I want to know what we working with. What's up, man? I want to know, and I want to know why y'all are saying y'all don't care. Okay, so that's question number one. The question was, and we'll move to the second one. I got poll numbers for the second question, in case you missed the story. The first question was, if you're single, does the body count of the individual who you are dating for a committed relationship, does it matter? 86% of y'all said nope, don't care, don't want to know. Now all this what's in the past is in the past. I don't get that. No, it ain't gonna destroy. No. Listen, what somebody lied and told us that what we don't know won't hurt us. It's a lie. It's a lie. What you don't, the Bible even say we destroy for a lack of knowledge. What you gonna do with that? You think that just means, you think that's just limited to one area? No. Now the truth sometimes has to be dispersed in layers. I understand that y'all are saying that some of that is too much information. But please believe there is going to come a day that it is going to matter. It may not be today. It may not be in the first week of your relationship. But we're going to deal with this next question. Appetites, they exist. If that person developed a particular appetite for a particular variety, for a particular intensity, for a particular girth, for a particular width, for a particular position, for a particular whatever, if an individual if they have developed a particular appetite for a certain thing, and you don't know that, if they've been lying, if they told you, yeah, I like this, okay, so you like this currently. But if you don't know the information of where they've been, then that's more information for you to find out what is true. Y'all are saying that let the past be the past, and I'm trying to figure out why you don't want to know them that labor among you. Why? I want to know where you've been, because I may not be able to meet that expectation. And so we just gonna go from now. Brittany and I, in our conversation, you're gonna laugh. I said to her, well, people are saying that the past is the past. So if we have a conversation today about what I like now, she said 5 minutes later, what I just said is the past. So she said this talk in this commentary about it's the past, is reckless. Tiffany Shorter said, man, I wish I had, I'm gonna put the microphone by the, where's my, I don't think I had a microphone. I'm gonna put the microphone, I took my microphone, I put it in my house, but I had a mic in here, and I was gonna put the microphone by the rocks and just drag the microphone on the street and just let the rocks cry out, because y'all quiet in here tonight. 86% said it didn't matter. Okay, so the second question. I'm in here clowning tonight. I know I need to be asleep. It's past, way past. I'm gonna be hurting in the morning. So the second question, in my clothes. I got the clothes now. So the second question is, I did not want to assume that those of you on that first question, does the body count matter? I didn't want to assume that y'all, maybe I didn't word it right. So I wanted to reword it, because I had a conversation with another individual that's married, and they said that the count doesn't matter, but the mindset from those encounters does matter. So they said, I don't necessarily need to know the number of people, but I do need to know where you've been has shaped what you want and what you desire if it has anything or how much it has to do with the present day you. So the second question I posed was, so if the body count doesn't matter, does it matter if their past sexual experiences have shaped or impacted their view of sexuality? Now we got a little bit more reasonable answer. All right, we can accept that. We had a recount. I elaborated on the question a little bit more, and we got a bit of a whole list. This is still a little bit concerning, 50-50. But that's a little bit better than 82% saying no, it don't matter. So how do you think a person's how do you think that a person's experiences, I don't understand. If you voted no, it doesn't matter on the first question, but you voted yes, it does matter on the second one. Where they've been is where they've been. Right? Am I wrong? I definitely think the second question. Okay. Spoken says second question matters. Don't we think that the second question has something to do with the first one? Y'all got to help me. Our mindset on sexuality, I'm not going to say has all to do with, but where we've been and who we've. Oh, I'm about to. Okay, y'all, go take this to him. Tell him I'm on the phone, and come straight back. Don't play. Don't be in there lollygagging. The second is really the first. Tiffany, that's all I'm saying. They're the same question. Okay. Let me spell that out for you. I just lost my train. Let me spell it out for you. The second question is, so if the body count doesn't matter, does it matter if their past sexual experiences have shaped or impacted their view of sex? Where you've been, it's just worded who you've been with. So let's say if you were raped. Let's say if you were molested. Let's say I believe this regarding sexuality. This is a little bit of my insight on the subject from what I have studied. That your first sexual encounter, whether it was by force or whether it was an agreed upon. Ooh, somebody got a long statement. The second includes sexual trauma or the experience that it shaped the mindset. The body count isn't as important as the issues the first question doesn't allow. This is. Anthony, what's up? All right, I got a pro on the. You good? You get it? Okay, Brinkley, I appreciate your insight. I can get with that. I can get with that. I still think both of them matter, but I can get with that. I totally understand. Stop. I totally understand what you mean. Where you're coming from with that? Because I didn't know who AB spoken. Anthony Brinkley spoken. Bet. So. Let's say you were with, for example, male or female. Let's say if you're a female, you was with whatever. Let's say you was with somebody and you were dating them, and they let's say they turned you out. Okay, talking in code. They had you out here. They had you on something, and let's say that relationship ended, and you was trying to just like crack, just like your first. Lord help my mind. Your first hit or whatever it is that you hit, weed, alcohol, and that first high, a dope addict, a drug addict, they say there's nothing like the first high. That's a part of my experience. So if I had a very promiscuous college years, that information to me, I need to know that to know what. I just don't understand why y'all don't want to know. Man, this is a loaded topic. They may need Brinkley. We might have to do a part 2. But I gotta chew on this. Dotson, what's up, man? But I don't know why I thought. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe but I want to know. Brittany knew mine, and I knew it wasn't before we got married. But I'm gonna listen. I gotta go. What's up, Ash? I gotta go. I'm gonna post her response. I asked her these same questions before we got the poll numbers in, and it's probably gonna end up being like 30 stories. I'm gonna put it in my. I don't. If it's too long to put in my stories, if the stories post them out of order, then I'll take it down and post it on an IG as an IG video. But yeah, Brittany came through. Initially, she was the only person in the first question that said, "Yeah, it matters." So I don't. Maybe I worded the second one a little bit more thoroughly, but we'll Gracie Davis, y'all missed it. Y'all late to church. Go back and watch it when I finished. We're talking about, does the body count of the person that you are dating matter? And for those of you who are married, does their past, does the number? So the second question was the number. The first question was, does the number matter? The second question was, does the experiences that they've had matter? And I think they're one and the same. You have the experience with either one person or a number of people. So, but anywho, we ain't gonna, I love y'all. We gonna keep rocking. Some people are saying that they could not see the poll or the story. Go check it. You should be able to see it. If not, let me know. But yeah. So that was tonight. That was our Instagram conversation. Y'all have tickled me, but this is a good conversation, and I don't know if this is, most of my friends on here. Yeah, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna keep this video. I ain't gonna take her down. I'm gonna keep this video up, and I'm gonna post Brittany and I's dialogue. But I don't know if it's the millennial way. I don't know if it's this new free love thing that we got going on, where I don't want nobody in my business. But your history matters. I don't know why y'all think your history don't matter. Did y'all see the movie Lust? I was distracted on my phone and stuff, but we watched it at the house the other day. My sister and I and Chelsea and Brittany. The T.D. Jakes Lifetime Lust, The 7 Deadly Sins. I think the first one was on Lust. She had me, if y'all seen it, we might have to have she had me mad at her. Oh my gosh, she had me stressed. My anxiety went up. I had to take me an Epsom salt bath or something after that, because she had my nerves bad out here. What is you doing? But because in Brittany, we talked about this, and then I'm gonna stop. Just in case you don't have a chance to see the story, Brittany said that because she did not, Brittany got real controversial, because she did not have a history of partners, that she was around here wondering about, is there anybody better than my man? And that's why Tank, that's why Tank was so successful in pulling her away, because she did not have any experience. So we're talking about a low body count or a no body count. And because of that, she was curious. I think it matters. Brinkley, if I had time, because I know you got a lot to, we might, maybe me and you would do, I want to hear your thoughts. But we may do a live. But my algorithms on my live, because I don't have a lot of friends on here, it generates weirdly. So Facebook is the platform, but I got family, and I got the old school, and I don't want to be I don't know, my Facebook crowd is, hey, sometimes I got some rollers on, some apostles and bishops, and I'm not trying to have a Bible study. I just want to know, just for the culture, like where Brittany and I will celebrate this. It'll be our we will start 14 years of marriage on the 2nd of June. So we've been married. We will complete 13 years of marriage on the 2nd of June, and we will start on the first day of year 14 this June. So I've been out the dating game for a minute. I only know what y'all tell me, and I know it's hard out here for the singles. I get it. They say it's slim pickings, and it's the game has definitely changed since I've been single, and I might be old school, but these poll numbers, I'm gonna say these poll numbers again. 86% of just the people on my my page and all that. It's not the end all be all, but just from the people who voted, 86% said it didn't matter of the body count. The second question, it was 50-50 on the second question was, if the body count doesn't matter, because I don't want to quote it wrong, because y'all might not see this. If the body count doesn't matter, does it matter if their past sexual experiences have shaped or impacted their view of sexuality? 50% said yeah, 50% said no. So this has been good. I appreciate y'all's transparency, your vulnerability. I know that, especially with my church, with my church audience, those of you who are in the church, who love God, who are believers, this subject for a lot of people, we did a Zoom called Sexual Healing through our church. We did it wasn't just for our church, but we offered it to anybody who wanted to get on. And so these are the kind of conversations that we had on it. This is the dialogue. We are going to do one strictly for the singles, and I think that I'm going to pose this question again because those of you who are single, listen. You need to get as much information as you can, because it is going to, some kind of way, it's going to represent itself. And if you don't have the information, if you don't have the tools, if you don't have the wisdom to navigate through that, it's going to be very difficult for your relationship. People have developed appetites. People have developed desires, wants, needs, fears, phobias, and a lot of it, not all of it, but a lot of it came from positive and negative sexual experiences. And so to me, it is important to get as much information as you can before you say I do, because it may determine whether or not you want to say I do. If you are married, I push, and we believe it, dealing with couples, counseling couples, that where a person has been, their history matters. Just because a person, now I understand that there are fools out here that will take that information and use it against you, but I'm talking from a perspective of someone who is mature. I'm talking from the perspective of someone, from the perspective of someone who will not use that information against you, but use it to aid the relationship, to safeguard the relationship. This information, when I said I wanted to know, and those who I know that have asked, that wanted to know, we know what to do with the information. There are people out here that just don't want to know that. And so I don't want you to think that if you're dating somebody, that they want to know to browbeat you with it. There's some crazy stuff out here, but my reasoning, and I don't know if everybody feels like this, but my reasoning for why I wanted to know, and if I remarried, God forbid, if I was to be out here single again, I'm going to ask you because I want to know, but not just for the sake of being nosy, for the sake of walking you through it. I know a lot of people who are married that have not dealt with where they have been. If you were with somebody and they cut something on in you and you don't know how to cut it off, and you won't say that you were with them, you don't want to say what happened if they gave you something, if they did something to you and it made you feel a type of way, and that person is supposed to be wiped out of their history. There's supposed to be no conversation about it. It happened. It was in the past. Everything that happened in my single bed before I got married, it is under the blood and it don't need to be discussed. And it is as if it did not happen. I don't know where they do that at. I don't know how that is productive. I have counseled oodles of people. I've been in marriage counseling myself, and this stuff matters. All right, I gotta go. Y'all not gonna have me up all night, fighting, sleep in the morning, trying to hang out with y'all. I love you. This has been good. We will continue. We might keep this going. Go vote. Go vote. I ain't gonna put your name on there. Nobody knows who voted. I ain't gonna call nobody's names. Who voted, but I want to hear your thoughts. I want to know why you say it does matter or it doesn't matter. Because I'm telling y'all today, too much don't shock me, but I had my mouth on the floor. I gotta sanitize my bottom lip because I had it on, dragging the flow. All right, I love y'all. Let me know. I'm gonna keep this up. Let me know what you think. Tell me why or why not. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear the perspective of whatever race you are, whatever sex you are. If you're married, single, I want the information because I think this stuff is important, especially with our culture. There's a lot of things that are changing. There's a lot of things that are just evolving for the positive and for the negative. And I just want to know. I like to know what people are thinking and how we come to some of the conclusions that we come to, because from my experiences in my own relationship and in counseling and talking to others, it doesn't go nowhere. Where we have been, it plays a part. Who raised you plays a part in who you are. The eating habits of your family that raised you, how you perceived how conflict is supposed to be handled, what you saw growing up. Were you raised to be a housewife? Were you raised to be a submissive woman? Were you raised to be a dominant woman? Were you raised feminine? Were you raised masculine? If you're a man or a woman, did you have, history matters. Even if you get ready to sell your car, the value can sometimes go up or down based on the fact if you have the receipts from the oil change. Now, if a buyer of a vehicle thinks that it is important to have oil change records for a vehicle, how is it that the history of a person's sexuality doesn't matter if we're gonna be having sex for the rest of our life? How does that not matter? Y'all kill. How does that not matter? Oh my God. Woo! Y'all know that a tree, I'm done. I gotta go to sleep. Do you know if you cut a tree down, that if you cut a tree down and you look at the stump of that tree, the tree will tell you how long it's been in existence by the rings that are in the trunk? It's history. Do you understand that if I murder somebody in my front lawn today and if I bury them in my backyard, that the type of insects that eat on that body will determine how long they've been in my backyard? Y'all, history will tell you. Do you understand that you can't go forward until you understand history? What you say? Do you understand that history is always, I need a mic. Do you understand that history is always trying to repeat itself? That if we don't understand history, it is inevitable that we will repeat it. I need not know this. This does not matter. Whew. All right, I gotta go. I love y'all. This has been good. This is just light conversation. I love it. Y'all know me. I clown. Y'all know me. We're gonna have a good time. But this has been good. I want to hear your feedback. I'm gonna post our conversation, and y'all are either gonna clap or be like, "What?" But yeah. All right. Bye.